So, Master Zoser, very interesting guy. Um, Doctor, physician to the pharaohs in ancient Egypt, has a pyramid to his name in Giza, but had taken numerous bodies before, learned all about treating people, chemistry, blood chemistry, all these diseases, seen wars, seen famines, but hasn't been embodied for a little while. So now he's very mysterious all of a sudden. We haven't heard about him because it's been a few thousand years. But he's stepping into the picture here, connecting with healers, offering to help, coming in with a very unusual energy, a very strong energy, a forceful masculine energy, addressing these physical conditions and bringing enough both healing power just at the disease level as also blockage removal in a very unusual way to achieve astounding healing results even over one session, which is really unusual. So, Leo, if you're able to tell us something about this interesting character, I'd be very curious
Yes.
to hear more.
So I will open and I will call the Master Zoser's phone number,
Excellent.
see if he picks up, and we'll see what comes through.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. She's open to having a chat.
Yes, yes,
Oh.
I am present.
Oh.
I am, as you call, Master Zoser. I am indeed a healer in many ways, and I am here to heal and assist. How may I be of service?
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much for coming through. I know um you might be maybe you haven't come through as much to Chandler, so I'm grateful for your presence and tuning in to us. Would you be willing to work with us in healing in these times?
Indeed, indeed, and I already am. As you know, I have worked with you through you, and this will continue to be so as long as you desire this. Yes.
Okay. I experienced your healing in a fascinating way, and it's different than I have ever felt healing before. And as you know, I work with different healers, different modalities, Shakti pod systems, ways of removing these blockages, energy systems. And when I felt you in your work coming through with Rob Wergin, I was absolutely astonished because I hadn't felt anything like that before. And the way you came into my chest during that session last week and just kind of worked on that entire area at once is just something I haven't seen. It was remarkable to me. Would you be so kind as to explain your methodology in your treatment process, in your blockage removal process? What can you tell us a little bit more about your mechanism of action and how you go about achieving these results?
Yes. So, dear one, as you have explained or described to this dear one, the energy that I bring through is a bit more masculine. You could say the quality of it is a bit more pressurized. And this does not mean it is better or worse than another modality. However, you could say that a good analogy is that my energy, my healing energy in modality is akin to a pressure washer. Yes, it is very there is a pressurization that is more significant than a more gentle healing modality, which, as you described, is more gentle. And so I do not come through in this way for all healees and recipients or healers, for not all are ready, or rather not all resonate with this, for because of the large influx of energy outpouring and cocooning and then pressurizing, this activates much. And so if one is not ready, it can be too much and lead to more discomfort and short-term problems, you could even say. And so if you choose to continue working with my energies, it is important that you begin to discern, with, of course, my assistance as well as your other guides' assistance, begin to discern your own current state. Are you able to handle a higher outpouring influx of energy, as well as the healee, the recipient? For it may be too much for them, and if it's too much energy, it could cause more problems in the short term. So it is important that you begin to, as you continue to practice, you discern this individual, maybe they are ready to activated. So if I bring through Master Zoser's energy, then it could further activate them too much, and as opposed to healing, it can create actually tears. It could short circuit, it could fry their system. So this is important. And I will also explain or describe what healing is, in that healing is, through whatever modality, it is assisting the healee in revitalizing the flow of life within them, so that it helps to process and work through any stagnant or blocked or constricted energies, and it brings this more vibrant expression of life. And at times you may need to pressure wash something if it is very dirty and it requires a bit more. However, as a general rule, I will say the idea of it requires discernment is the general rule. It requires a ability to sense where the recipient in front of you is at, as well as where you currently are at. For I also do not wish to overwhelm you as the healer channeler.
Wow. Okay. And do you mainly work through removing the blockages, or what are the different approaches that you take in healing?
Yes, so you could simplify and say that it is about moving the energies, or it is about harmonizing the energies, and to revitalize this life flow. And so when individuals require a bit of power washing, pressure washing, then often that is because they have much stagnant life around them, surrounding their bodies. So it is to first cleanse their aura, and when that energy cleans and clears their aura, it also stays with them in their aura, and it will have a continual effect as a few days or so go by. And so this is a part of what I do, how I administer these energies. However, I am also able to administer it in a very finesseful way. In other words, I can come through more gently as well. And I would say that the reason why I came through very powerfully for you initially is because not only did the Healy in front of you desire this and was open to this, but you yourself desired and were open and also needed this energy a bit to further cleanse, clear your own system so that you may make room for me to come through more, as well as other of your guides that are observing and watching and waiting a bit for the opportune moment to assist and come through you as well.
Wow. Well, thank you, Master Zoser. I really appreciate you coming through. I'm excited to continue working with you in both individual sessions and group sessions as well. So I'll seek your guidance on the best ways that we can work together and how you prefer to work. And if you have any suggestions on how I should facilitate the process, structure the sessions, or prepare, then I'm all ears for your support and any suggestions on how you like to work.
Yes, at these times I ask of you to further integrate and rest, for indeed you were quite activated and much energy flowed through you, so your nervous system requires a bit more rest and settling. And as you rest a bit more, you will receive insights. I will be sharing with you higher thoughts and insights and ideas, and you can as well open to my energies and wisdom, and I will come through for you.
Wow. Thank you. I am so honored and humbled and touched by your presence and offering to help. There's so many people that can really benefit from your kind of help and support. I've seen that. I felt that. It's incredibly refreshing and encouraging to work with your energies and your determined way of going through and helping people. So I'm so grateful to have you here and that you came through this evening.
Yes, likewise, dear one, we are grateful. I am grateful and honored as well. And I look forward very much to working with you as well. Thank you, dear one.
Wow.
Okay.
That was incredible. It's amazing you're able to find him. So few people have connected with him. If you search online, you barely find anything, but yet he's so incredibly powerful as a master and a healer. I'm amazed we got him on the line. I'm so grateful you were able to find him and tune into him, as well as he was willing to connect and talk to us. It's great.
Yeah, I would I think so. What I'm getting is you offered a great sort of description of him, I feel, and that was helping me to more easily or more smoothly tune in or dial the number and open to it. So
we gotta get some good pictures of this guy, because there's only 2 pictures online. I don't I hope this is what he really looks like. That resonated more with me than the other picture, but we gotta, we
Yeah,
gotta
that
describe him. We gotta get
that resonated as well with me. I was like, oh, okay. I can see this. I can see Master Zoser here. Yeah. So
with a
that the
turban.
picture was,
You can see it.
yeah, the picture was very helpful.
Okay. All right, good. So Leo it was really great. It was fascinating. And I feel wonderful that we connected and got that information.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful and encouraging. So let's I'm gonna need to drop the line now, but it's
Okay. Yes, for
really
sure.
really good to see you.
Yeah. So good to see you. I'll catch you later.
All right, bye bye.